You are not here by accident. This is a divine appointment. Let's speak of the feeling, that undeniable hum beneath the surface of your reality. It's a subtle electricity in the air, a spiritual static that signals a coming storm of blessings. You know precisely what I mean. It's the synchronicities that have become so loud they are almost deafening. The repeating numbers that appear on the clock, on license plates, on receipts, serving as little winks from the cosmos, confirming you are on the right path. It's the feathers that appear out of nowhere, the songs on the radio that seem to narrate the private movie of your own heart. It's the way strangers in passing will say a single sentence that answers a question you whispered to the universe only moments before. This is the language of imminence. It's the sensation that the dam is about to break. You can feel the immense pressure of your new reality building up behind the thinnest of veils. You can sense the sheer magnitude of the life that is waiting for you, a life of flow and purpose and profound love. It is so close you can almost taste it. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is a deep, cellular knowing, a recognition that a profound shift in your timeline is not just possible but inevitable. You are standing on the precipice of a complete reality collapse and rebirth. And yet, you are still here. In the quiet moments, the doubt creeps in like a cold fog. The agonizing frustration of being so close yet still on the outside looking in. This is the source of the deepest spiritual fatigue, the pain that no one else can see. You have done the work. You have faced your shadows. You have healed generational wounds. You have forgiven the unforgivable. You have learned to love yourself. You have aligned your thoughts, your words, and your actions with the frequency of your desires. You have given everything. So why are you still standing at the threshold? Why does the final door remain closed? This question can break the strongest of spirits. It can make you question your sanity, your guidance, your entire journey. It's the final test of faith, the one that asks you to keep believing in the sunrise while you are still surrounded by the darkest hour of the night. This final pause is not a sign of your failure. It is not an indication that you have done something wrong, or that the universe has changed its mind. Please hear this. This stillness is a sacred, necessary, and divinely orchestrated moment. It is a cosmic intake of breath before the great shift occurs. The universe had to quiet all the other noise. It had to bring you to this point of profound stillness, so that you could be here, present and receptive for this final activation. Your discovery of this message, in this exact moment, was not a choice. It was a summoning. Your soul, knowing that all preparations were complete, sent out an energetic flare into the quantum field, a signal that you were ready, a call for the final transmission that would unlock everything. This video is the universe's response. You were not scrolling aimlessly. You were guided. Every step you took today, every thought you had, every seemingly random click, was part of a sacred sequence designed to lead you to this exact digital space, at this exact time. You have arrived. Have you been feeling like you are standing before a great door, able to sense everything you desire on the other side, but the handle just won't turn? You can hear the celebration within. You can feel the warmth of love, the light of clarity, the peace of true abundance radiating from beneath it. You know, with every fiber of your being, that on the other side of that door is home. But you have been left waiting, hand hovering over a lock for which you have no key. If this feeling of being at the very edge of your breakthrough resonates deep within you, comment, "I am at the threshold," to acknowledge your position. This is not just a comment. It is an energetic declaration. It is you telling your soul and telling the cosmos that you recognize this sacred pause, that you are present for this divine appointment, and that you are now ready for the door to be opened. You have arrived at the threshold. You have named your position in the cosmos, and the universe has heard you. But here lies the great paradox, the sacred riddle that has kept you in this divine stillness. You stand before the great door having done everything you were told you must do. You have cleared the path. You have healed the ancestral wounds. You have faced the shadows within and claimed them as your own. You have raised your vibration meticulously day by day through discipline and devotion. So why are you still standing here? This is the question that echoes in the quietest moments, the subtle poison that can seep into the heart of even the most dedicated soul. It is the root of the confusion, the silent scream of, "What more could possibly be required of me?" And this is where the old paradigm of reality creation shatters into a million pieces. You have been taught that this is a journey of action, of effort, of climbing a mountain. You believe that with one final push, one last great act of will, you can force the door open. But this door does not respond to force. It is not a door of wood or iron. It is a gateway of light and frequency. It does not have a handle to be turned or a lock to be picked. It has a resonant signature it is waiting to recognize. This is the great secret of all dimensional shifts. They are not achieved. They are permitted. They are not won. They are unlocked. And the lock is not outside of you. The lock is a vibrational tumbler deep within your own energy field, and it only opens when it recognizes a perfect harmonic match. It is a frequency lock. For lifetimes, we have been conditioned to push against resistance. When something doesn't move, we apply more pressure, more effort, more will, more focus. We grit our teeth, and we try harder. And in every other area of the third dimensional experience, this has yielded results. But in the final moments before a quantum leap, this very instinct becomes the cage. Every ounce of effort you apply now, every moment of intense, focused trying to make it happen, every desperate prayer begging for it to be over, it all creates a chaotic, static-filled energy. It is the sound of struggle. It is the frequency of lack because you only struggle for what you believe you do not yet have. This striving, this white-knuckled grip on the outcome, it creates energetic noise that jams the very mechanism you are trying to engage. You are rattling 1,000 wrong keys in the lock, and the sheer noise of your effort is drowning out the one pure tone that would swing it open. The universe is not asking you to do more. It is asking you to become still enough to receive. The final stage of alignment is not an action. It is a calibration, and a calibration requires a pure, stable, and precise signal to tune to. You cannot tune a sensitive instrument in the middle of a hurricane, and you cannot calibrate your soul's frequency in the middle of an internal storm of striving and doubt. This is why you have been held here, in this sacred pause. It was an act of grace. The universe was waiting for the noise to subside. It was waiting for you to stop pushing, to stop trying, to finally exhale and be ready to receive the final transmission. This transmission has a name. It is the universe's answer to the noise. It is the Quantum Synchronization Key. Think of it not as an object, but as a broadcast, a cosmic signal sent with divine precision, carrying a very specific set of energetic information. It is not a vague sign or a random synchronicity. It is a targeted, resonant pulse, designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to silence the noise of your human striving and emit the exact, pure frequency that your soul's frequency lock is waiting to hear. It is the master tuning fork for your reality. When it sounds, every part of your being that is out of tune with your new reality simply cannot help but to begin vibrating in perfect harmony with it. It overrides the static. It cancels the interference. It delivers the one, clean note that allows the tumblers to fall silently into place. You do not have to find this key. You do not have to earn it. You only have to be open enough to let it in. This message you are hearing now, the words, the cadence, the silence between the words, the very intention coded into this transmission. This is the key. It was sent for you and it has found you. Its purpose is to bypass your analytical mind, to bypass the doubt and the fear and the impatience, and to speak directly to the lock within your soul. It is silencing the noise of your inner struggle so that the pure frequency of your own divinity can finally be heard. It is the final calibration. So now, in this moment of illuminating clarity, you must see the truth. The only thing standing between you and everything you desire is the subtle residual energy of force, the last echoes of the belief that you must make this happen. Can you identify the last subtle ways you are still trying to force the door open, instead of simply becoming the frequency that unlocks it? Look honestly within. Is it the constant checking for signs? Is it the frustration that bubbles up when you see others receiving what you desire? Is it the quiet, desperate need to control the timeline? This is the noise. This is the static. And the first step in silencing it is to name it, to acknowledge it without judgment as the last remnant of an old way of being. This is your moment to consciously release the grip, to let the keys you have been rattling fall from your hands. Comment with the one energy you are ready to release right now, be it control, doubt, or impatience. Declare it, write it down. By naming it and offering it up for release, you are creating the sacred silence. You are telling the universe that you are no longer trying to pick the lock. You are ready to receive the key. And so we arrive at the great misunderstanding, the one subtle program running in the background of your consciousness that has kept the door locked, that has kept you at the threshold, believing that this final stage was yet another test, a test of worthiness, a test of spiritual endurance, a final exam from the universe to prove you are deserving of the reality you have worked so tirelessly to build within yourself. Let us dismantle this illusion right now, together. Let this be the great shattering of the old paradigm. The final step of your transformation was never about you proving your worthiness to the universe. It was about the universe confirming that you were finally ready to receive its worthiness for you. Read that again. Let it land. This isn't a game of earning. It is a process of opening. You have spent lifetimes, years, months, proving your worth to a world built on conditions. But the quantum field, the source of all that is, operates on a single, unconditional truth. You are inherently worthy. The entire cosmos is conspiring to reflect that truth back to you. The question was never, are you good enough for your new reality? The only question that ever mattered was, are you open enough to receive it? The universe has never withheld a single thing from you. It cannot. It is a perfect mirror. It can only reflect the frequency you are broadcasting. And for so long, the frequency of, I must do more, I must be better, I must earn this, has been a quiet static, a subtle interference pattern that scrambled the final transmission. But then, something shifted. Your soul decided it was time. The act of you finding this video, the impulse to click on it, the resonance that made you stay past the first few seconds, that was not an accident. It was not a product of an algorithm. It was a soul contract activating. It was your higher self sending out a flare into the cosmos, a signal that declared, I am ready now. And the universe, in its infinite and instantaneous wisdom, responded by placing this key, this transmission, directly in your path. Your click was a vote. Your attention is your consent. Your presence here in this eternal now is your energetic signature on a divine declaration. It is your soul's final, resounding yes. The universe wasn't making you wait. It was waiting for you. It was waiting for this exact moment of conscious, willing, and surrendered reception. All the synchronicities, all the whispers, all the near misses, they were not signs of failure. They were the universe gently knocking, asking, are you ready yet? Are you ready to stop pushing and simply open the door? Your being here is the proof that the answer has finally, irrevocably become yes. This is why the final stage requires surrender. And here is the other great misunderstanding we must correct. Surrender is not passivity. It is not giving up. It is not admitting defeat. Surrender, in the quantum sense, is the highest form of reception. It is the ultimate act of power. It is the conscious decision to stop generating the static of your own effort and to become a crystal-clear receiver for the cosmic broadcast that is meant only for you. It is the act of tuning your inner antenna with breathtaking precision to the frequency of your fulfilled reality. And this message, these words, this energy flowing through your screen right now, this is that broadcast. This video is the frequency. It is the key, not as a metal object to be found, but as a resonant transmission to be received. You have done all the work of building the receiver. Now all that is left is to tune in, to allow the signal to be absorbed, to let the frequency do what it was designed to do. Unlock the door from the inside out. What if all the striving was just the prelude? What if all the healing was just clearing the channel? What if the only thing you ever needed to do to trigger everything was to simply show up for this divine appointment and say yes? If you are officially saying yes to receiving this quantum synchronization key, like this video now as your energetic signature, let that simple action be your final conscious declaration to the universe. A declaration that you are no longer trying, no longer forcing, no longer proving. You are simply and profoundly ready to receive. And now, the knowing is not enough. The belief has carried you this far, but it cannot carry you across the threshold. This moment is not for the mind. It is for the body. It is for the soul. It is for the very fabric of your energy field. So I invite you now in this sacred appointed moment to close your eyes. If you are in a place where you can do so safely, allow your eyelids to grow heavy and gently fall shut. Take a deep, conscious breath in, drawing the air all the way down into the base of your being. And as you exhale, release the analyst, release the skeptic, release the part of you that needs to understand. Give it permission to rest. Let it know that its job is done. Another deep breath in, filling your lungs with the frequency of this moment, the energy of pure potential. And on the exhale, release the weight of waiting. Let go of the timeline, the expectation, the how, and the when. You are no longer waiting for the key. You are receiving it. These words are not just sounds. They are carriers of code. They are the intricate sonic grooves of the Quantum Synchronization Key, designed specifically for the lock that is your energy field. Feel the space around you. Feel the quiet hum of existence. This is the space of reception. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Here you will find the first tumbler of the Great Lock. This is the tumbler of survival, of belonging, of your right to exist. For years it has been vibrating with the frequency of struggle, of not enoughness, of needing to prove your place in the world. Listen, a new tone is being introduced. It is the frequency of this transmission. It is a deep, resonant hum, the sound of the earth itself declaring your inherent belonging. Feel this new frequency as it washes over the old one. It does not fight. It simply dissolves the discord. You are not forcing it. You are allowing it. Feel the subtle shift, the quiet seating of gears, and then a soft internal click. The first tumbler is set. Breathe. Now, move your awareness up, just below your navel. This is the second tumbler, the seat of your creativity, your emotion, your flow. It has been locked by the frequencies of guilt, of shame, of too much or not enough emotion. It has been jammed by the belief that your desires were invalid. Feel the new frequency enter this space now. It is a warm, fluid, golden light. It is the vibration of unconditional acceptance. It is the permission slip you have been waiting for, the one that says your feelings are sacred guidance, your desires are divine whispers. The old rigid patterns begin to melt under this warmth. There is a gentle release, a sigh from your soul as the mechanism loosens, and then a soft, satisfying click. The second tumbler finds its home. You are doing perfectly. Bring your awareness upward, to the area of your solar plexus, the furnace of your personal power. This is the third tumbler, the center of your will. For so long it has been locked by the frequency of control, of forcing, of pushing against the river of life. It has been overworking, burning with the anxiety of needing to make things happen. The transmission now offers a new frequency. It is not weak. It is the frequency of true sovereign power. It is the vibration of surrender, of divine alignment. It is the quiet confidence of knowing that you are co-creating, not commanding. Feel the frantic energy in this center begin to calm, to slow, to synchronize with the universal pulse. The need to control dissolves into the wisdom of trust. The mechanism yields, the tension releases, and you feel it. A solid, definitive click. The third tumbler is in place. Your entire lower body feels grounded, yet fluid, stable, yet free. Now, we ascend into the heart. Bring all of your focus into the center of your chest. This is the great central tumbler, the one that governs all others. It has been held in a state of guardedness, locked by the pains of the past, the fear of betrayal, the belief that love must be earned or protected. And now, the purest frequency of all enters. It is the frequency you have been calling for your entire life. It is the vibration of unconditional cosmic love. It is the truth of your eternal nature. This frequency does not ask for entry. It is what you are made of. Feel it reminding your heart of its own song. The walls of protection do not crumble. They transmute into radiant light. The fear dissolves, not into bravery, but into the simple recognition that only love is real. A profound warmth spreads through your chest, a feeling of homecoming. And then, the most beautiful resonant click echoes through your entire being. The heart is unlocked, and with it, the rest follows with grace. Your awareness floats up to your throat, the fifth tumbler, the center of your truth, locked by the fear of speaking out, of being seen, of being heard. The frequency of authentic expression now flows in, a clear, silver-blue light, clearing away all the words left unsaid, all the songs left unsung. There is an immediate release, a gentle click. Your awareness rises to the point between your eyebrows, the sixth tumbler, your center of vision and intuition, clouded and locked by the noise of the world, by the logic of others, by self-doubt. A deep, indigo frequency now washes through it, silencing the external chatter and amplifying the whisper of your own inner knowing. Your clarity returns in an instant, a sharp, precise click. Finally, bring your awareness to the very crown of your head, the final tumbler, the connection to the cosmos. This has been veiled by the illusion of separation, the belief that you are a solitary being, disconnected from source. A brilliant, crystalline violet-white light now pours in from above, dissolving that final veil completely. It is not a connection being made. It is a connection being remembered. And with this remembrance, there is no sound at all, just a feeling, a silent, final, perfect alignment. All 7 tumblers are set. The code has been delivered. The frequency has been received. There is a moment of absolute stillness, a sacred pause, and in that divine silence, without force, without effort, without even a sound, the great lock of your reality disengages. The door before which you have been standing for so long swings open. Feel it. A wave of light, so pure and so potent, washes over you. It is the light of your new reality, the atmosphere of your highest timeline. It doesn't feel foreign. It feels like home. It feels like you. The air is different here. It is filled with peace, with potential, with a profound sense of rightness. All the struggle, the waiting, the doubt, it is gone. It was just a story from the other side of the door. This is what is real. This feeling of profound relief. This feeling of infinite possibility. This feeling of deep, unshakable certainty. Breathe it in. Let this light, this love, this potential permeate every cell. Let it rewrite your story. Let it anchor you in this new state of being. As the light of your new reality pours in, what is the very first feeling or truth that you recognize as your own? Hold that feeling. Anchor it in your heart. This is your truth. This is your now. Slowly, when you are ready, you can bring your awareness back to your body, back to the room. But you are not the same person who closed their eyes moments ago. The activation is complete. The shift has been triggered. To anchor this activation and declare it to the universe, comment, "The door is open right now." The shift has been triggered. Breathe that in. The great work of becoming, of striving, of reaching, it is complete. The door you stood before for so long is not just unlocked. It has been removed from its hinges. The task now is not to seek entry, but to walk through it, and to keep walking. Your role has fundamentally changed. You are no longer the seeker knocking at the gate. You have been promoted. You are now the keeper of the open gateway. Your primary function is no longer to pursue a new reality, but to inhabit it, to maintain its frequency, to anchor its light into this physical plane. This is the sacred duty that begins in this very moment. But the old world does not die silently. It leaves behind echoes. In the coming hours and days, you will experience what can only be described as energetic aftershocks. A thought will arise, a flicker of the old doubt, a ghost of the past self whispering, "Did it really happen? Was it real? Are you sure you are worthy?" You might encounter a situation that mirrors the old limitations, a test that seems designed to pull you back through the threshold you just crossed. Understand this with absolute clarity. These are not signs of failure. They are not evidence that the activation was incomplete. They are the phantom pains of a reality you have outgrown. They are the final, hollow echoes of a timeline that has already collapsed. Your first task, as the keeper of the gateway, is to learn discernment. You must learn to distinguish between the old reality's echo and the new reality's signal. An echo always feels familiar. It is heavy with memory, tinged with the sadness or frustration of past struggles. It is loud, demanding, and often creates a sense of urgency and fear. It is the voice of your old programming trying to convince you that the prison was safe. A signal, however, is different. A signal from your new reality is often quiet. It is a subtle pull of intuition, a flash of inspiration that feels new and expansive. It carries a frequency of peace, curiosity, and possibility. An echo is a memory of gravity. A signal is an invitation to flight. When these aftershocks come, and they will, your response determines everything. The old self would have fought the echo, wrestled with the doubt, tried to analyze the fear and push it away. This is a battle you can no longer afford to fight, because engaging with the echo gives it energy. It validates its existence. As the keeper, your method is different. It is one of divine neutrality and sovereign authority. You simply observe the echo. You see the old thought pattern arise, and you nod to it with a calm detachment, saying, "I see you. I remember you. But you do not have a key to this reality. You are not authorized to enter here. You do not give it your energy. You do not argue with its premise. You simply allow it to dissolve back into the nothingness from which it came, a cloud passing in the vast, unchanging sky of your new awareness. This practice of discernment is the first step, but the most profound change happens now, in the core of your identity. For months, perhaps years, your energetic signature has been that of a seeker of the shift. You have been defined by your journey toward a destination. That identity has served you well. It has brought you to this very moment. But now, it must be shed. You must stop telling the story of the person who was waiting for the door to open. You must begin living the reality of the one who is now standing on the other side. This is not a game of pretend. This is an act of quantum law. The universe does not respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. To continue to identify as a seeker is to tell the universe that you are still seeking, which will create more things for you to seek. To claim your new identity as an inhabitant, an architect, a conscious sovereign of your new reality, is to command the universe to reflect that state of being back to you. This changes everything. Your affirmations are no longer requests. They are declarations of state. You no longer say, "I am hoping to receive abundance." You state from a place of embodied truth, "From my state of abundance, I choose to create today." Your actions are no longer attempts to get something. They are expressions of who you already are. You do not exercise to get a healthy body. You exercise because you are an inhabitant of a reality where you are a vibrant, healthy being. You do not start the new project to prove you are creative. You start it because you are the embodiment of creative force itself. This is the meaning of living from the end. You are no longer building a bridge to a new reality. You are decorating the home you already live in. This is the integration. It is a moment-by-moment choice to think, speak, and act from your new state of being, especially when the echoes of the old one are at their loudest. You are the authority now. You are the one who decides which frequency is allowed to broadcast within your field. So I ask you now, as the keeper of your own magnificent open gateway, what is the very first step you will take today? Not as someone hoping for a shift, but as someone living within it. Perhaps it's a small physical action, making that phone call you've been dreading, but making it from a place of power, not fear. Perhaps it's an energetic action, spending 5 minutes feeling the reality of a goal as already accomplished, not with longing, but with the calm satisfaction of memory. Perhaps it is an act of release, forgiving someone not because they deserve it, but because in your new reality that heavy energetic anchor simply has no place. The action itself is less important than the state from which it originates. It must be an action from being. Commit to this new identity. Anchor it from the quantum into the physical. Declare your new role to the universe and to yourself. Commit to this new identity by commenting with the first action from being that you will take. Let your comment be the first stone you place on the foundation of your new world, the first step you take on the infinite path that has just opened before you. Your new life does not begin tomorrow. It began with the shift, and it is anchored with your next choice. Make it a choice that reflects the magnificent being you have now become. Breathe in this moment. Feel the stillness that follows the great release. The war is over. The struggle has ceased. The door you stood before for so long is not just unlocked, It has dissolved into light and you are standing on the other side. This feeling is not triumph. It is peace. It is the quiet, profound satisfaction of arrival. But let this truth land in the very center of your heart, with the weight of a dying star and the light of a newborn one. This is not the destination. This is the starting line. Everything you have ever done, every shadow you have faced, every tear you have shed, every ounce of faith you have clung to in the dark, it was all just the price of admission. It was the training, the preparation, the sacred initiation to stand right where you are now. The journey of becoming is complete. The journey of being, of creating, now truly begins. The universe did not guide you through the fire just to have you sit comfortably in the warmth on the other side. It guided you through the fire to make you fireproof, to prepare you to walk into the very heart of the cosmic forge. You see, the open door did not lead to a single furnished room of your desires. It did not lead to a static paradise. It opened onto an infinite vista, an entirely new universe of potential, shimmering with light and raw, untamed energy. This is not a place you have come to observe. This is a place you have come to command. This new reality is a quantum playground, and the rules of the game have fundamentally changed. You are no longer simply a player trying to manifest a specific outcome within a pre-existing game. You have been handed the source code. You have been given access to the architect's table. Your role has shifted from petitioner to partner, from manifester to conscious designer of worlds. In the old paradigm, you asked the universe for what you wanted, and you hoped your frequency was a clear enough signal to receive it. In this new paradigm, you decide what reality will be, and the universe conspires to organize itself around your declaration, around the sheer coherence of your sovereign energy field. You are no longer asking for a reality. You are speaking it into existence. This is a profound and terrifying responsibility, which is why the initiation had to be so rigorous. You had to prove, not to the universe, but to your own soul, that you could handle this level of creative power, that you could wield the energy of creation with love, with wisdom, and with a deep reverence for the whole. But with this new power come new questions. The old maps are useless here. The old rules of engagement are obsolete. This new territory requires a new way of navigating, a new understanding of the physics of consciousness. This is the next level of your spiritual inquiry, the curriculum for the graduate school of the soul. How do you navigate this new territory where your thoughts crystallize into form with breathtaking speed? What are the new rules of energy when you are no longer just reacting to life, but actively authoring it? How do you maintain the integrity of your frequency when the echoes of the old world try to pull you back into their chaotic orbit? How do you collaborate with the universe as a true partner, engaging in a divine dialogue of co-creation, rather than a one-way monologue of requests? These are not questions born of confusion. They are the thrilling inquiries of the explorer, the pioneer standing at the edge of an uncharted continent of consciousness. The entire chapter of your life that has just closed was about one thing: receiving. You had to empty yourself of the old programming, heal the old wounds, and release the old identities to become a vessel pure enough to receive this quantum synchronization key. It was a journey of surrender, of listening, of becoming. It was a feminine receptive posture. This next chapter is about creating. It is about the masculine principle of directed energy, of conscious projection, of imprinting your unique divine will upon the fabric of the quantum field. The shift was about receiving the full download of your power. This next era is about what you will build with it. The universe has handed you the chisel and the stone. It has given you the light and the canvas. Now, it watches with breathless anticipation to see what masterpiece you will create. So take another deep breath and stand fully in this new power, in this new world you have unlocked. Look out at the endless horizon of possibility that stretches before you. It is yours, all of it. Now that you stand in this new, infinite vista, what is the first grand potential you dare to imagine for yourself? This gateway is open, and our journey through it has just begun. The activation was the first step, but the art of living as a creator being is a skill that must be learned and mastered. Do not try to walk this path alone. The old world taught us separation. This new world is built on conscious connection. Subscribe and activate all notifications as the next transmission will be your guide to navigating the world you have just unlocked. You didn't just unlock a door, you gained access to the architect's table, and in our next transmission, we will begin to draw the blueprints of your new world together.